I'll say that's a very good point that you just said that it's not necessarily blurring, but the local developers are now beginning to use pro code tools.
Yes.
And I'll say one thing that has prevented that from happening before is quite intimidating. That's just the fact. It's very intimidating. As for a local developer, bringing up VS Code, seeing all those lines of code. I remember when I joined an organization and they told me that we had to do pack CLI to get solutions, to pull the solution down from Power Apps, unpack it, pack it again, then push it back. I'm just like, what's the meaning of all this? Why do I have to do all this? Can't I just export it, click on export on the UI, and just put it on GitHub or something like that? It just felt so intimidating. But now I can easily do that because I could just, and I was telling you the other day of how much free will the agent has on my personal tenant because it's authenticated as me and it has a lot of powers that it can use to do stuff. But it's no longer intimidating for me because a lot of times all that it just needs is my authentication. It just says, "Who are you?" It signs into my account, and I could just literally say, "Go and do this," and it does it. I go and create a SharePoint site. This is why I want to be there. I want this list to be there. I want these columns to be there, and it just goes ahead and does it. Just before this recording, I was doing something and I said, "Well, go on SharePoint." It understood the requirements that I wanted, and it identified the columns that needed to be indexed so that I don't have issues with the Power App later on in the future. And it went ahead and indexed those columns for me. Now, it created 13 SharePoint lists with lots of columns and indexed everything that was relevant, that needed to be indexed for me. That saved me several hours because if I was to do that manually, I'll have to click a whole lot over different screens. So, but I was able to do that using app registration, using CLI, but I didn't actually write any of those code. I was just more like a reviewer to make sure that the agent is doing what I wanted it to be. So now I feel like local developers are able to use Proco tools because worst case, if you don't know what to do, you just tell the agent, I don't know what to do. And he goes ahead and says, go ahead, do that, and you get your answer. So I think earlier on I was thinking maybe the lines are beginning to blur, but it's not really blurring because Proco is still a local
Still a
developer.
local
It
developer.
just means that now you can do more Procode things.